Voice, how are you today? Peter Kefalas with you again. Thank you for tuning in. This segment on this particular story, this is going to be about the MTA, not the subway as usual, but the bus, or the buses, I should say. So remember, a lot of folks here take the bus alone. If you live in a section in one of the boroughs that is far from the subway, not everyone is fortunate to live very close to a subway, unfortunately. And many folks out there, depending where you live in what borough, what part I should say, are dependent on the bus to the train and vice versa. So just wanted to clear that up for anyone who doesn't live in the New York City area, but the MTA does control all the rails, including the subway, as well as the buses. So this story is going to take us, like I said, to the Bronx, and it's going to be on the BX41 bus. So a man had flashed two firearms to a 37-year-old MTA female bus driver and is on the loose, last I checked, in the Bronx. So the situation, like I said, unfolded on the BX41 bus as it was stopping at 107th Street and Webster Avenue, and the driver had asked the man to step inside the bus, and the man had responded, quote, "I should shoot you," end of quote. This is what the police had said. And basically, like I said, this gentleman flashed two firearms, pointed one at a 37-year-old female driver for the MTA. And basically, this is what happened. So as of now, when I had last checked, the person hasn't been apprehended. So I don't know if the police know who he is or they're trying to figure out who he is. But thought it was an interesting story because we do cover a lot of stuff that happens usually on the subways, but we have seen plenty of shootings and plenty of violence and plenty of bus drivers spit on and stabbed and had scalding chemicals and water poured on them over the last couple of years anyway. So unfortunately, it's something we should talk about. I definitely wouldn't want to be a city bus driver in this environment. So to those men and women, got a lot of courage to do it. Stay safe out there. But it just goes to show you that we're being gaslit all the time by our governor, our mayor, our elected officials. Everybody wants us to believe that, you know, it's honky-dory and it's safe out there. And we know damn well it's not safe out there. We don't have enough cops. They've defunded the cops. We've got plenty of criminals here. It's a revolving door. Nobody gets locked up too long. Everybody gets out without bail, or little bail for the most part. And then in more recent time on the Sleepy Joe, we've imported international illegal alien criminals here who, in a lot of regards, are worse than our own, or just as bad, depending. And even though they're here illegal, in New York City and other sanctuary cities and states, they don't cooperate with ICE. So short of killing someone or a couple people, you know, we've seen horrible things. They just let people out with crazy offenses. But what do you guys think out there? Anyone in the Bronx ride this bus route, BX41? If so, chime in on the comments. And in general, what do you guys out there think who ride the buses or a combination of the bus to the train? I personally don't ride too many buses myself, to be honest with you. So, you know, fortunate I can walk to the train. You know, not that the train is much better or good at all these days, safety-wise and, you know, service-wise, but that's just my particular situation. But let me know out there, guys. We keep being told all this crime is going down and we're also safe. Is that the consensus out there from you guys, the viewers who use the mass transit system? And comment. Let me know if you agree with me, you don't. Anyway, this is Peter Kefalas with Queen's Voice. Appreciate everybody tuning in for another segment. Please like, subscribe, and share if you haven't done so. It helps us out a lot. Takes a second, costs you nothing. And as always, take care of each other and be safe. I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.